have, at the moment, we have 4. That's the really fun part, and that's really where, the fashion side of me comes into play. I was sort of visualizing this as well as sort of an athleisure brand for dogs, because that's a very big trend with women's wear right now. As you know, a lot of us are wearing our leggings, just not only to work out, but just to walk around in the streets. And I was like, well, if there's leggings for women, why can't there be leggings for dogs? No one's really done a legging. So while these are really functional and they do serve a purpose, I think they're really fun as a fashion statement as well. And we have 4, it's really, really cute. We have 4 different patterns. We have just a plain brown, which we call Cocoa. And that's just very utilitarian for someone who doesn't want to make a big splash and just wants their dog's feet covered and to look very, kind of neutral. So that's the Cocoa. Then we have Classic, which is like a menswear pattern. It sort of looks like a black and white check, which is very chic looking. And that's one of our best sellers because it's just a very classic chic menswear look for dogs. And it's obviously unisex for girl dogs or boy dogs. And then for girl dogs in particular, we have something called Confetti. And that is lots of little dots on a black background. So they're purple and pink and green, and they're really fun. And those stand out and they look really cool. And then for very fashion-forward dogs, we have the Camo, which is the camouflage pattern, which is, has been very popular in the fashion circles for the last couple of years. So we have your dogs covered from, plain to very, very fancy. And we are also looking at rolling in every 6 months new patterns. So actually right now I'm looking at my dining room table and I have literally 20 different fabric samples. And I've got to figure out what these dogs are going to want to be wearing in spring. It's a hard choice.
This is awesome. So, I have to say, I think the product is really cool, just from the standpoint of all my dogs sleep in the bed with us. And, so they go out, they get the dirty feet, and we actually send our dogs out. We have a brick walkway out front that we fenced around that so that they're not swimming through mud and everything else, but they still come in wet, or maybe they step in some poo that we didn't get cleaned up fast enough, and then we've got the disgusting feet, but we do have 6 dogs. So, putting boots on everybody is ridiculous, but, putting something like this on might not be so bad. But I have to tell you that as a veterinarian, I've actually recommended your products from a health standpoint. So, you're looking at it a fashion and cleanliness standpoint, but walking pets in the city, one of the problems in cities is rats and rat urine, and rat urine spreads leptospirosis. This is a way to keep your dog's feet out of puddles or sidewalks that might have dangerous diseases lurking. It's going to protect them from getting cuts from glass or metal pieces that might be there, but also the weather that we're having right now where the ground is frozen and there's sharp ice edges and sharp pits in the ground. This is very protective for them so that we don't get the cut paws, the shredded toenails, the problems that we see commonly. And I have to tell you, I've started recommending your product for some of these allergy dogs that just go crazy and have times of the day where they will not leave their legs alone. And so this is something that's comfortable for them to wear. We still need to take their feet out of these, occasionally to let them breathe. We don't want them sitting in rubber boots all the time. But if they need a little bit of relief, they need a break from that itching and chewing, licking at the legs, this is a great product that's comfortable for the pet to wear that they're not going to bother with and they can't rip off like they would a sock. So I'm actually using your product from a medical viewpoint for a lot of my patients. And people love it. So, we need to protect a toenail. We need to, protect a wound. This is a comfortable way for them to do it on a short-term basis. So I love the product for a lot of reasons. And I think I have to get some for some of our kids for fashion.
Well, thank you so much for using them and recommending them from a veterinarian point of view. We have actually had a lot of emails about that as well. We have had a fair amount of vets who have said that they are recommending them to their customers. And in fact, yesterday, because it's now, I'm in New York and it snowed yesterday. It snowed 2 days ago. We've got all that salt on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
That my dog walker told me that a bunch of his customers called saying their dogs had diarrhea. And he was explaining to them it's because they're walking on, and they have the ice and the salt on their paws.
Right.
And if dogs lick that, as you know, that's sort of toxic and can upset their stomachs and, do worse things to them. So he's been recommending all of his, all the dogs that he walks, the dog owners, to use the walkie paws, because it just, especially when there's salt on the ground after the snow, because that's really dangerous for them.
Yeah,
so,
there's just so many reasons why this product is so cool. And I love the fact that it's so easy to put on, versus I have struggled with my dogs in the past. I've got dogs that slip and slide on the floor. And so, we've struggled with different kinds of boots, putting them on, getting them off, keeping them on. And it's very difficult. We found some other ways around that. We have rubber bands for the toes and grit that we glue to their pads and all different kinds of things. But I think this is phenomenal. And, I love the entrepreneur brain. I've got a problem, and then you're literally pulling things out of your closets going, what can I make work for this dog?
In fact, the pictures I have, the very initial pictures of my Cocker Spaniel in these black pantyhose are hilarious. They're really funny. And I had him prancing around the house and all these different things. I think he'd look at me going like, oh, no, here she comes again. What is she going to make me do next? It's kind of crazy. But it's interesting as well that you say your dogs were trying to get their booties off, because the interesting thing about these, and I don't really understand why, to be honest, is no dogs try and get them off. Because my dogs, and I've had other dogs test them, and they'll lie around. I don't really need them lying around in them all day long, because I take, it's just for taking them up. But when I've been testing them in the house that I've just left them on, they'll fall asleep in them and laze around, and I'm like, why wouldn't they try and get them off, which they don't do for some reason, which is just interesting to me.
I think it's just because they're just comfortable for them. It's soft, it bends, it's just not bothering them, and it's not binding like some of the other things that we use. Well, Lisa, I am ecstatic that you came up with this. I applaud your entrepreneurial mindset, and I'm excited to see the new patterns that are coming out. This is awesome, so we can keep updating our pet's wardrobe. So for those of you who are interested in this product, the website is walkiepaws.com. They also have a Facebook page, Walkie Paws. They're on Twitter as Walkie Paws and Instagram as Walkie Paws. Good branding. Lisa knows her stuff. Okay, stay tuned. We'll be back after the break with another entrepreneur with another really cool product for your pets.
Interested in learning more? Visit Dr. Morgan's website at www.drjudymorgan.com, where you'll find detailed information about her blogs, a schedule of her upcoming speaking engagements, free information about integrative and holistic medicine, as well as an interactive forum where anyone can ask Dr. Morgan a question completely for free. Visit her website today to join the mailing list, where you'll find exclusive information and promotions only available to those select subscribers. Dr. Morgan is an accomplished author, having published several books about veterinary medicine and home cooking for your pets. You can find From Needles to Natural, detailing her journey from practicing traditional medicine to understanding the healing power of holistic practices today on Amazon Prime, as well as What's for Dinner Dexter and Canine Kitchen Capers, which are two great recipe books that you'll find both delicious and entertaining.
Tune in to world-renowned author, speaker, and holistic veterinarian Dr. Judy Morgan, and now radio host of Dr. Judy Morgan's Naturally Healthy Pets on syndicated Dream Vision 7 radio network every Monday and Tuesday, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Not sure which vaccinations should be given or how often? Not sure which food is best for your individual pet? Find out the answers to your questions in this weekly show, where Dr. Judy interviews top experts and showcases the latest products that will help your pets stay naturally healthy.
Does your dog have bad breath? Tired of spending money on expensive dental procedures? Try out Dr. Morgan's Dental Drops today and save money while maintaining your pet's oral health. With New Zealand deer antler velvet as the primary ingredient, Dr. Morgan's Dental Drops are effective for treating stomatitis, gingivitis, and ulcers. You can purchase Dr. Morgan's Dental Drops directly from Amazon Prime or from her website, www.drjudymorgan.com. Dr. Morgan's Wellness Formula for dogs and cats provides multiple health benefits in one product. Made with all natural ingredients sourced from New Zealand, this supplement can be used routinely to maintain overall physical and mental well-being. This product is particularly beneficial for the maintenance of joint health, nerve and brain function, skin and coat health, immune function, gut health, and liver health. Find Dr. Morgan's Wellness Supplement today on Amazon Prime or at her website, drjudymorgan.com.
Hello, and welcome back to Dr. Judy Morgan's Naturally Healthy Pets on DreamVision7Radio.com. So my second guest on today's show is another entrepreneur, and we all know that I'm an entrepreneur, and I have a soft spot for other entrepreneurs out there trying to make the world a better place. And really, as entrepreneurs, we see a need, we try to fix that need, and in the process, we end up helping other people. So my next guest is actually, I've never met this person, but she's one of my favorite people in the world because she developed something. I see you didn't even know that. She developed something that is so near and dear to my heart. So for those of you who have been following me, you know about my dear little girl, Myra. And Myra was a Cavachon that we adopted when she was 6 years old, and she had many, many medical and emotional challenges. And Myra ended up being one of the best dogs of my life. She was a heart dog. She traveled with us, and she just taught us so much about healing the soul as well as healing the body. And Myra passed, sadly, from intestinal lymphosarcoma, and we had only had her for 2 years. And she passed in late October, early November, and that year for Christmas, we were still devastated, and it's been a couple of years, and I still miss Myra almost as much today as I did the very first day. And that Christmas, my daughter gave me a gift, and it was the last gift that I opened on Christmas Day. And, you know, she had this kind of look of expectation on her face, like she knew that she had just gone above and beyond and found the one gift that was going to transform my life. And when I opened that box, it was Myra. And Myra was a cuddle clone. But Myra, being a Cavachon, the cuddle clone that popped out of the box, not only was it an identical replica with all the same spots and the same facial expression and the same hair texture, it was also the exact same size. And so it was like having my Myra back to hug and to hold and to tell secrets to. And Myra, since then, for those of you who follow, know Myra went on a 6,000-mile journey with us in our motorhome. She flew first class in the airplane to Hawaii. And all along that journey, she was in pictures, and people thought that she was a real dog. And I got hate mail from people saying, why is your dog riding on the dashboard of the motorhome? Why is your dog not strapped into a car seat? I mean, it became this huge international debate about how I was traveling with my dog. And, you know, every day I would inform them, no, this is a cuddle clone. So my guest today is Jennifer Williams, and she's one of the people that started Cuddle Clones. Jennifer, thank you so much for what you do. You've changed my life. Myra goes everywhere. Myra has her own podcast. Myra has her own Facebook show. We do martinis with Myra. She's like the most awesome thing in the world. So